Huang Jiayao travels through the Hong Kong comprehensive world and obtains an unlimited download system. But he inexplicably became an undercover police officer. If there is a system that knows the plot, then what's the bottom line? Take down the mission objective directly and make contributions. Promotion. Get a raise. You have great marksmanship, mine. You are very good at fighting, and I am also very good at fighting. What? Do you have 4 kidneys? I can do it too. The plot profit and the system plug.in let Huang Jiayao start beating all kinds of villains, crushing all kinds of protagonists and supporting role, and promoting all the way to the peak of life. During this period, she gained various stunning female leads and envied countless others. Wearing clothes, being a police officer, the presence of the system is low. Chapter 1. Crossing. You are listening at novelfull.audio. PC 43996, now your true identity is only known to me and the principal of the police academy. This task is very arduous. You need to be alone and infiltrate a multinational trading company as an undercover agent. The name of the boss of this company is Zhu Tao, and we suspect that Zhu Tao is using the name of a multinational corporation to engage in international drug trafficking activities. You need to gain their trust and obtain evidence of Zhu Tao's crime. Then provide me with intelligence, and I will be able to seize the stolen goods and send Zhu Tao to Stanley. Afterwards, I will apply to the director for credit, allowing you to return to the police force, upgrade your salary, and reach the pinnacle of your life. Do you have confidence in completing the task? Yes, sir. Great. Go ahead. Huang Jiayao now has some doubts about life. He stands in the men's restroom, looking at his face in the mirror. After vigorously rubbing it a few times, he confirmed that it was his own face, not a human skin mask or a plastic surgery face. Then he untied his belt and turned to look in the mirror, revealing half of his buttocks. When I was a child, I was bitten by the village head rhubarb, right above the left buttocks egg. Although the scar has become much lighter as I grow up, if I look carefully, I can still see it. After struggling for a while, the scar was finally confirmed. He put on his pants and felt a sense of strangeness and mystery in his heart. The scars are still there, the body hasn't changed. This is his own body, but his identity has changed from a high-quality male in the 21st century to an undercover agent in the Hong Kong Island Police Force in the 1980s. And there are also many new memories in my mind. The new memory told him that his online name was Dong Biao, and there was a brave detective under Dong Biao named Qin Jiaju, and the director's name was Lin Leimeng. And the company he is currently undercover at is the company of the villain Zhu Tao in the first part of the Hong Kong police story. On the surface, Zhu Tao appears to be the CEO of a multinational trading company, but in reality, this company is an international drug trafficking group. Time travel is already bizarre enough, and it has also entered the world of film and television dramas. Is this a world of film and television enthusiasts? I don't know who the protagonist of this world is. But it doesn't matter to me who the protagonist is. Since I'm in this world, I can't be an unknown undercover agent. In the original plot, the beginning was to arrest Zhu Tao, and all police officers set up an ambush in advance. This is clearly accurate intelligence received, which is not something that ordinary informants can provide. It is necessary to infiltrate the core undercover agents of Zhu Tao's gang in order to provide such intelligence. Perhaps it was me, the original character, who spent several years entering the core of the Zhu Tao group to gain trust and obtain intelligence. But in the original drama, the existence of this undercover character was not even mentioned. Moreover, Qin Jiaju led the team to capture Zhu Tao, and all the credit was given to Uncle Biao and director Lin Leimeng. Qin Jiaju had a share in the blame. The credit for this undercover agent was not even mentioned, and those who worked as undercover agents in Hong Kong films did not have a good ending. No way. I can't play according to the script. Huang Jiayao quickly accepted reality and organized the memories of his new identity in his mind. If he plays according to the script, he may suffer a great loss. The credit will be swallowed up, and it will take several years. It is impossible to say that he will have to collude with Zhu Tao and others in order to gain Zhu Tao's trust and obtain the intelligence he wants. If he wants to return to the police force, he will also have a stain on his body, and there will be no more achievements. But now he doesn't need to do this at all. He knows that Zhu Tao's criminal evidence is all in his office computer, and as long as he obtains Zhu Tao's computer information, he can be convicted. What else are you lying on? Just sneak into Zhu Tao's office and steal his computer. Shalina can do something that a woman can do, but it doesn't make sense. As for not being a police officer directly, then relying on familiarity with the future direction to do business, and then marrying Bai Fumei to reach the pinnacle of life. Just think about this kind of thing. Those who have no power or power just want to start from scratch. Even a genius will be severely beaten by reality. This is the world of Hong Kong in the 1980s, with various bandits and short mules scattered all over Hong Kong Island. Don't you see Jimmy? He has a natural talent for doing business, but from childhood to adulthood, no matter what business he does, he has always been bullied by the club members, forcing him to join the club in exchange for the opportunity to do business. But even if he successfully earns a lot of money, he is still a short mule who can never wash away this identity in his lifetime. He also has to be limited by the club and get involved in the bad things of the club in order to do business in mainland China. So Huang Jiayao knows that even if he really doesn't act like a police officer and goes into business, the result may not be better than Jimmy. Besides, what's the use of just having money? Having power in one's hands is the way, and being a police officer not only gives one power, but also a gun. Huang Jiayao didn't think much anymore. He picked up the mop next to him and walked out of the men's restroom door, wanting to touch Zhu Tao's office to investigate first. His current undercover agent status is a new cleaner in Zhu Tao's company. Although Zhu Tao company is secretly involved in drug trafficking, not everyone is a core member. There are still many normal employees on the surface. Just as Huang Jiayao came out and headed towards Zhu Tao's office, someone behind him stopped him directly. "Hey cleaner, you only cleaned the men's restroom. You haven't gone to the women's restroom yet. Hurry up and go in and clean it. The women's restroom hasn't been cleaned for many days." Upon hearing this, Huang Jiayao turned her head and saw that she was a somewhat familiar female employee. However, he didn't say anything either. After all, he is just a cleaner now, and it doesn't make sense to only clean the men's restroom instead of the women's restroom. No one saw that, it's okay. If someone finds out they haven't cleaned the women's restroom yet and is stopped from going, it's easy to arouse suspicion. After all, he doesn't know if the female employee in front of him is a core member of Zhu Tao's drug trafficking group. So he nodded and headed to the women's restroom. And the female staff member, upon seeing Huang Jiayao's face, first brightened up and then muttered a little disdainfully behind her back. "What's so handsome that he came to clean the restroom? It's not just about appearance, but being good-looking is just a clumsy person. Without any special skills, one can only clean the restroom." Angry Huang Jiayao rolled his eyes behind her. "Thinking that I was undercover and couldn't cause trouble, I decided to endure it. But I also feel that this female employee seems very familiar, maybe we can get some useful information from her." He said hello directly, fearing that even someone wouldn't shake him off, so he followed suit and turned around to start spraying. "Hello. Pretty girl, do you know if I have any special skills? You haven't tried them before, and they all say they've been kicked to the stomach by me. You are such a rude person. I'm really rough, but if I'm rough, I won't be rough on my own. Also, has your dad taught you not to chew your tongue behind your back in life, otherwise it's easy for trouble to come out of your mouth? Oh, you don't have a dad, right? Then I can be generous and forgive you for not having a tutor. You don't need to say you're not right." As soon as these words are spoken, that pretty female employee seemed to have been poked into her lung tube and burst into tears. You. You have no human nature, I will ask my uncle to dismiss you. Uncle. Dismissal. Huang Jiayao instantly realized that the uncle of this beautiful woman may be a senior executive of the company. If she really goes to find her uncle, then things will be a bit troublesome. Today is his first day of undercover. What's the point of not letting Zhu Tao's people discover it, but being fired? Chapter 2. System. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. De Co Lois Ara Trong Quatrin Lay Text. Chapter 3. The Halo of the Low-Level Protagonist. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. De Co Lois Ara Trong Quatrin Lay Text. Chapter 4. An accident, Zhu Tao wants to shut up. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. De Co Lois Ara Trong Quatrin Lay Text. Chapter 5. Kill Zhu Tao. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. De Co Lois Ara Trong Quatrin Lay Text. Chapter 6. Reporting to Superiors. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. De Co Lois Ara Trong Quatrin Lay Text. Chapter 7. Preparation for Promotion and Salary Increase. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. De Co Lois Ara Trong Quatrin Lay Text. Chapter 8. Is handed over to you. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. De Co Lois Ara Trong Quatrin Lay Text. Chapter 9. He stole my things. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. De Co Lois Ara Trong Quatrin Lay Text. Chapter 10. Hospitals. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. De Co Lois Ara Trong Quatrin Lay Text.